Hello there sexy PlayStation gamers, and welcome back to another Pure PlayStation video review on Pure Play TV, and this time we've got Descenders for PS4. The turn of phrase, easy to learn but hard to master, explains Descenders perfectly. Within minutes you'll be able to pick up and learn the basics of how to play Descenders, however it'll take hours of dedication to truly master this game. Developed by Rage Squid, Descenders is an extreme cycling game where you drop down mountain path slopes, perform tricks and survive the terrain of the outdoor environments. If you loved old school PS2 sports arcade games like Downhill Domination or enjoyed pulling off tricks in the Tony Hawk series, you'll be in good company with Descenders. After a brief tutorial showing you the basic controls, you're thrown into a mini practice lobby of sorts, where you can see other players online and practice your newfound skills such as performing tricks like backflips, front flips, 360s, candy bars and so on. These tricks are reasonably easy to carry out, permitting you have the height behind your jumps from the slopes or hill bombs that in turn feel gratifying to carry out. You can practice these knickknacks until you're ready to take on a career session where you'll sink the majority of your time, unless you're like me and you find a colourful inflatable beach ball lying around in the lobby and try to bounce the ball around for 20 minutes. Easily distracted. Entering career mode, Descenders takes a unique spin to your stereotypical cycling game as it involves roguelite mechanics. You'll be provided with a map where you can choose different levels to pick from with varying stats, ranging from steepness, curves and stunts. Therefore, you can tackle which levels you think will cater to your abilities best. Adrenaline junkie? Pick steepness and travel downhill at stupidly crazy speeds. Enjoy the trials of twists and turns? Then pursue tracks with curve stats. Or, if you're a complete rebel and relish pulling off tricks for days, pick levels with high stunts. Along your travels, you'll come across sponsorship levels. Complete enough sponsorship requirements and you'll be sponsored by one of 3 sponsors. Sponsors! Enemy, Arboreal or Kinetic. Complete sponsorship tasks and you'll earn new spiffing bikes and killer threads for your character that you can customize in the shed. Although you do earn bikes and pieces of clothing naturally playing throughout the game. Some of the pieces of clothing can be rather wacky, ranging from a chicken's head to bat wings, and neither of them will help you fly. Ultimately, you will eventually want to reach the boss level, but if you take too long of a route getting there, it will transcend from day to night, making it incredibly more difficult to navigate throughout the level. This adds a real-life dynamic to the gameplay experience, where the player has conquered the map on that day. The boss levels are incredibly exhilarating as they contain huge stunts, including hurdling over train tracks to jumping over canyon cliffs. After completing the boss level, you'll gain access to the next map area. After completing all the map areas, you'll gain the right of entry to the new section in career mode. You'll have to be careful taking on each level as you start off with only 4 health bars. Lose all of your health bars and you'll have to start all over from the beginning. Fortunately, each level you have an opportunity to gain an extra health bar by successfully achieving a bonus objective. These can range from achieving 2 front flips, completing a level in 40 seconds, or not letting go of the acceleration, which is easier said than done. However, these objectives are completely randomised, and this can be a good thing but also a bad thing. How many health bars you can rack up can be the defining reason on how far you will get in a run on career mode. Therefore, the fact this is determined by a roll of the dice can seem imbalanced at times. Another way of ensuring the best run for yourself is by earning rep points that are usually earned by engaging with more reckless behaviour, such as travelling at high speeds or performing a variety of tricks. Earn enough rep points and you'll unlock a new crew member that will give you advantages moving forward. For instance, some will show a compass point to the finish line, where others will allow quicker flips and spins. In the end, it's down to you how you decide to confront each level, because there's no rulebook in this game. This isn't a racing game, so you can decide how long to take on each route. You can stick to the path, or decide to go off-road in a high-risk, high-reward exchange, as there'll be many environmental hazards lurking around the corner. Or jump. On a technical level, the game looks absolutely fantastic. The environments range from grassy terrains, snowy peaks, to even a desert. Yeah, some of the environments could be argued they are repeating themselves, but its simplicity works. It's worth noting that while the game runs very well, there were a few occasions where the frame rate dropped ever so slightly, but it was never enough to distract from the gameplay experience. The soundtrack is brilliantly coupled with the game as well, with upbeat drum and bass music really helping keep the momentum of the gameplay, and was probably a standout feature of the whole game. Playing Descenders was a blast from the past, but it still felt incredibly modern at the same time. The more time you'll sink into the game, the more you'll improve and be rewarded, and that adds to its addictive gameplay loop. Descenders is a game designed to be beginner friendly, where you can perform tricks from the moment you go. Regrettably, the game has a massive difficulty spike in the later segments that could be a deterrent for some people. Nevertheless, with career mode allowing quick session intervals, this is a game you can pick up and drop very easily and gradually become better and more skilled over time. And that brings us to the end of this review. Thanks for watching, I hope you found it good and informative and it has helped you in some way. Well, only with buying decisions. If you haven't already, please consider hitting the like and subscribe buttons down below, as well as the little bell notification icon so you get a little ding whenever we've got new stuff to watch. How annoying is that? Or is it? That's up to you. Until next time, bye!